Quality programming. Shit. Alright. Guys, the fucking robot lady said resources are low like 6 times in that small interruption. She just won't shut up. She just won't shut up. I'm back. I'm back. And somehow I fucked up renaming my stream, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is probably my last hour for what it's worth. I'm going to go for about 50 or 45 minutes and then call it a day because I only have so much in me for streaming. I'm also probably going to miss this achievement, and my brain does not want me to try any harder. My brain came to me in a dream, and it said, "Hello. Hello, big one. Stop touching yourself at night, number 1. Number 2, also stop touching number 1 at night." I don't know why it's Captain Picard. It is, though. I sure would like some jets. The last founder? No, one of the founders. Okay. Well, she's been here for 50 souls, which is either 50 years or 50 months. If it's only 50 months, that is unfortunate. If it's 50 years, that's a pretty good life on Mars, if you ask me. No one asked me, though, so. Is the hand ready now? I mean, no one's working here. All the money's up there. All right, well, head back to Earth. Let's grab another ship from Earth. That's the wrong button. Grab a ship from Earth. Let's put, I don't know, some pennies on board. No, ship our pennies to Mars. I don't know. We'll just send 50. I don't want to blow all my money, but I do want a ship here. And then, okay, we need to drop this metal off here because we're desperately low on metal in this area, and like everything here needs metal to maintenance, right? Well, not everything, but plenty of it. Some machine parts, some other stuff. So it's Friday, right? It's like 11 p.m. in Europe right now, in parts of Europe. It's 4 p.m. where I am. Everybody's excited about Friday, right? I like Fridays, I guess. I don't really leave my house that much, so it doesn't really matter what day it happens on. I'm Ursik. Oh, maybe it's because there are fucking horses randomly wandering around. Look at this. How did this dog get to Mars? And what's his name? Can I name the dog? I can name the dog. Oh my god. What are we naming the dog? We're naming the dog Skippy. Good boy. Good boy, Skippy. Yeah. Oh, there's a bunny. Yeah. We're going to name this bunny. Old Duke. We're going to name it in honor of Old Duke fucking Wang, who followed me 12 minutes ago. You got to give credit where credit is due, right? Does there somebody want to be named after this horse? It's someone's best friend, apparently. How did it get on Mars? Who brings a horse to Mars? I don't know. I'd name it after YOLO Swaggins, but he gets something named after them all the time, so just saying. All right, fine. This horse is now YOLO. Oh, it is not named anything, apparently, because I clicked away. We're going to name this horse YOLO Pony. YOLO Pony. Oh, there's another horse. Who's bringing horses to Mars? Stop! All right, there's 17 empty jobs and 17 unemployed people. But they're all like, how do we get over to that other dome? It's not possible, dude. And, okay, fair enough. It's not. I haven't researched any technology that allows people to travel once on the surface of Mars. They can, however, fly through the gulf of intrastellar space. Thousands, millions of miles from Earth to Mars. It's a lot. I don't know how many, but it's a lot. But they can't travel from dome to dome. This to this, too far. Earth to Mars, totally fine. It's cool. No worries. I can commute from Earth to Mars every day for work. But I cannot travel between domes. But I'm very, very Earth-sick as well. I mean, you're Earth-sick because you won't move. Some of the old people somehow got here, though. So I don't know how they got here. They got here. We can open up this shift as well. Is this open? No. Yes, it is. Good. Where do you think we're at with the exports? Is there a way to see? Possibly here somewhere? Rare metals 79. That's what we have, right? What about... It's not obvious if there's a visible record. There's 7 problematic people, in case you were wondering. It's not obvious at all if there's a visible total of exported material. It's somewhere, maybe. Maybe? We got one of these left. 3, that's the unknown. Do we have money? Yeah, we do have money. Okay. It's safe to do that mission now. We'll use this rocket, which is, what is this rocket? It's the Lane. The funny pick diggy dwarf man. Alright, don't take any money with you. Go and do Project Sanctuary. We were holding off on Project Sanctuary because I'm pretty sure this is the one that if you do it and you don't have 550 millions, you fucking lose. Like, that's it. You lose the rocket. Should we unlock this sphere? Sure. Attempting to pierce the shell. Oh god, I've made a huge mistake. Ah. Delicious, delicious beer. Which it's mediocre. Delicious is unfair. Uh-oh. We've made a huge mistake. The spear begins charging. That's some B-movie shit right there. Okay, we're fucked. I don't know. I mean, are you really scared of something that looks like this? Kinda. I can see my face in there. It's like interdimensional, though. It's like mirror universe spheres or something. Excuse me. I beg your pardon? Furthermore, the energy used by our instrument seems to have furthered its power, but the spear charges a bit. Man, I'll run a fucking cable to it. You want an extension cord? Did I unlock a tech? Nope. No. We're not supporting ourselves electrically anymore. We were before. We only have 3 batteries though, so we get 3 batteries and like about 5-to-1 panels to batteries. All right. Do we need concrete there? No, we don't. Go ahead and drop it. No, I don't need it there either. Just put it there because you got it. So you might as well put it somewhere. We'll put the metal back in the main base there. Mental breakdown. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a lot of people who are out of sorts because all they do is sit around unemployed and they won't move. I only have 1 renegade somehow, though. But I have 13 unemployed people and 20 open jobs, which is, I guess we need to pay more? At first, we need a big dream, a vision of the future. And we reach part of this dream, it might be okay. You're talking about like a broad society thing? Okay. Well, I mean, I don't... If you're being sincere with that, then I think, you know, in general, you're probably right. I don't know. My dad says that, for what it's worth. He thinks part of the problem with the country today is that and when he was growing up, you know, it was the 1960s, and he thinks the space race and like the idea of like the Soviet Union as our enemy and stuff inspired America to be somehow better. I think he's wrong in a couple ways, but I think he's first and foremost wrong because I don't actually think the country's any better or worse than it's ever been. And I think there's a lot of moralizing about stuff like that, but that's been true forever. People have always thought that, oh, times long gone are best. Hot potato! Personnel from a rival colony. Rivals are hostile. We were here first. Teach them a lesson, but be careful. Avoid conflict and return. We're going to make amends. New orders from their commander. After a couple hours, they pack up and leave. And you gained 4,000 fucking science beakers. That's awesome. That almost got us terraforming subsidies, which is a billion cool change. So, like, I think the belief that something is wrong is weird. Germany is now a worst place for dreams. Yeah, I can't speak with any authority about that, obviously, because I'm not German and I don't live in Germany. I can say that I think a lot of, in the States, a lot of the belief about that is wrapped up in suspicious context, right? And I don't really want to get deeper than that, but I think the world is less complicated than people think. And that a lot of times when people are complaining about times long gone or ages past, they're really making a broader statement about something else and they don't know it. In America, again, I can't speak about Germany because I don't have any intimate knowledge of the German social, world. Like, I don't know. Is there a German dream that's somewhat similar to the quote unquote American dream, which is a really weird thing anyways, but I don't know the answer to that. Is there like a German expectation of prosperity that is associated with older folk? Because the American dream as a concept in America is associated with older people. And while there's certainly been ups and downs in American history, it's more progressive, safer, better now than it was 20 years ago. Especially for certain marginalized populations. But I don't want you to take this all too seriously. We're just having a lovely discussion, and don't think I'm being like a sincere philosopher or something. I'm just having a good time, drinking a beer, doing some Twitch. I like other people's opinions. I love to hear them. State them as strongly as you like. Try to be mildly thoughtful of others. It's not asking a lot, I know. We're loading up the Simon Lane with treasure. We should send a ship from Earth, not because we necessarily need anything, but because not sending one means we can't export. Let's just load up on fucking drones in the Lewis Brindley. We're gonna drop that right here because we got 86. The lane's getting full up. Where is the Rutherford? It is also on Earth. So let's send the Rutherford as well, but we'll send the Rutherford with passengers. We're going to put that down there at City 2. I haven't bothered to name my domes at all. Sometimes I'll go and make this dome, Liberty City 1 and this dome Liberty City 2, and then I'll name this dome Union City 1, and I'll name this dome, Taco Tuesday 3. It's, I'm trying to grind. It's not really working, but I'm trying to grind. I wonder how much I've exported. I really wish I knew how much I was missing the target by. And it just doesn't seem here, right? Like, colonists, transportations, no. Buildings, no. Building colors, no. Total pop, homeless, unemployed, waste rock. I mean, here's rare metals, but this is how many I actually have. And all this is the milestones, and obviously I'm doing what I can with those. This is the sponsor goals, the mission goals. I'm not really concerned about reaching those for what it's worth, but we've done at least 2,000 for what it's worth, 2 billion. I don't know how much I've exported, and I don't know if I'll even know unless I hit it while I'm under the limit. So I'm supposed to be doing 500 rare metals before Sol 100. Honestly, that seems far-fetched in general, but I also didn't plan it out very well. I didn't do any thinking. She says there's Earth's second colorist. One more time. I'm sending her back to Earth. I think she's a robot, though, so probably not real. Oh, here's a fun article. Crypto scams have cost people more than $1 billion since 2021. More than 46,000 people say they lost over $1 billion in crypto scams since the start of 2021, according to a report released by the FTC. It's the Federal Trade Commission in the United States. Losses last year were 60 times what they were in 2018, with a median individual loss of $2,600. Wow. I wonder what the median individual loss on typical stock market activity is. Because I feel like it's probably more than $2,600. Everyone I know who plays the market and isn't like a daily, like, I'm on my tablet watching stocks all day, loses money. The people who are like on my tablet all day doing stocks, they make money. It's weird. It's weird. There's this belief in the United States that if you put money in the stock market and index type funds, that you will make your money back. And you will make on average something like 8% per year, and it's a great way to retire. Honestly, I think that's just a scam. The only people I know who make money in the stock market are people who actively manage their fund, right? They don't just put the money in the 401k and tell the 401k index funds. They don't make money that way. And I think what it actually is that the average is being dragged up by high performers. Yeah, that may or may not be right, but I don't know. Oh, man. I'm going to put these 16 people down here. There we go. Dropping them up there seems like such a waste because there's so many empty jobs. And they won't come down to them. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, plenty. Great. All right, let's get those fueled up, boys. All right, no, where are you? RC Harvester? You're Earthsick pussies. I mean, colonists. Okay, my bad. I mean, I came to Mars, and unfortunately, I'm not able to go out for ice cream. That's Earthsick. Right? That's Earthsick. So where are the unemployed now? Alright. I'll buy that. I will put down a fungal farm. Is there any other external... Oh, I forgot I sent this up. I should have put this up a while ago. Are there any more external jobs outside of Dome jobs that I can make? Oh, what about that weird thing? The Blue Sun corporate headquarters. This. No, this is an in-dome building. Shame. 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 Okay, I'm going to leave this ship here until it's full up on... I'm not going to put resources on the Rutherford. The lane has already made it back. Let's use these scans real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you very much. And then we need to reassign the scans to open sectors. Great. Didn't really do that strategically or intelligently, but does it actually matter at this point? Because I don't think it does. I think it's probably possible to hit this achievement of exporting 500 before term 100. But I'm not sure. It's like probably possible to do this like right away. And as you can see, if this is right, I've done maybe 300 or so, but I haven't exported all of that. The old Duke fucking Wayne says, I'm not interested in dealing with stockings. /S. Yeah. Okay, that's funny. I agree. That is very amusing. No, I'm not trying to mock you. I think that's funny. I don't know. I don't do math. If you ever watch me stream and there's like a little bit of like addition, multiplication, subtraction, division required to play a game, I will just fucking estimate it every single time. I will never actually do the math. Maybe Europeans don't see this, but Recently, yesterday, Elon Musk, who owns Tesla and SpaceX and the Boring Company, and I don't know what else he owns, was doubling down on no work from home. He was like, no work from home, no work from home. You guys are lazy. Well, today he announced 10% layoffs at his company. So all that work from home shit from him lies to cover the fact that they're having money problems at Tesla and they're having to fire a bunch of staff because investors are requiring them to do so, basically. So, I mean, Elon Musk, look, the dude's super duplicitous and dishonest and untrustworthy, but, like, anything he says needs to be taken with, like, an extreme grain of salt, because he's usually full of shit. It's weird. I don't understand why people fanboy billionaires at all. I don't like them. I know there are Earthsick colonists. All right, so anyways, cryptocurrencies have been tanking. And then people have been scammed into, like, turning over, like, their wallet information and stuff like that. Because it's a new thing and they don't understand how to protect themselves. No one would hand over their pile of money to someone who said, give me your pile of money. But they will turn over their crypto wallet. That doesn't seem wise, does it? Hey, look at this. No unemployed. 5 open jobs. Excuse me. 4 Orsic, 1 renegade. I got the hiccups now. Oh yeah, there's no security center over here. What the fuck were we thinking? This is how you get fucking renegades. Yeah, put that there. And then, if you're gonna have cops, you gotta have a park. Because where else are they gonna eat their donuts? The Brilliant's only at 13. That's good enough. Get out of here. We're not producing much rare materials here, so we're just not there yet. How many is this down? So this is down 20 or so, 25. And this is down 300, and we're at Sol 60. I think we might do it. We might do it. The Rutherford, is there any missions? No. Why didn't the Rutherford do the comm satellite, which we've been waiting for forever? Now this is not a great place to do it from, so I'm going to have to help out. I've made a huge mistake. We're going to manually load part of the Rutherford because it's not an ideal launch position. What we really need is metal. We'll load a load of computers, and then we'll try to load some metal. Want to research things that are going to help us. Cargo? This might help send cargo. Right? I guess we'll be able to send some more raws back, maybe? I'm not sure if that works that way. Also not sure we'll be able to do that in time. Here's 36 more concrete. Do we need concrete down south? Sure, why not? Okay, this is full of computer bits. Load them onto the Rutherford. And then we'll have you go find some metal. Where's the nearest metal? Over here. This is 22. What's here? 13. Okay. Come on. Get these computer chips and tampons into the outer spaceship. Alright. Go ahead and get that metal. Oh. Well, that was magic. Did you see those pop in? That was crazy. Look at all that metal that just popped in. It was there before. We just couldn't see it. Alright. And the Simon Lane is ready to leave. We'll land it up here, or ready to land, rather. We need to get this fucking stocked up rare metals off this planet. There's 100 here. 100 rare metals. That's a lot of rare metals. FYI, I got about 30 minutes left today. Ooh, wow, man, a lot of people dropped in today, at least for a little bit. That's a lot more than I normally get. I normally stream in USA AM, for what it's worth, so... Literally, you just said that 4 times, Robot Lady. Come on. Come on. Nobody's freezing to death, so they're Earthsick for, like, stupid reasons, like they couldn't go out for dinner, or, like, their husband slash wife slash non-gendered partner doesn't like them. You know. So I'm not that sympathetic. We should send more people. Where are you? The Lewis Brinley's almost at Earth. We'll use the Brinley, turn it right around to send people. Yeah, all of them. We need to make sure we land the Brinley down here, I think, though, because there's plenty of open jobs here. It's so hard to balance this when they can't move between domes. New techs. Oh, great. New techs unlocked. Very useful. I feel like this could have been my starting city and it would have been like a guaranteed win. Because there's 2k worth of fucking deep metals here. But this is enough to beat the requirement. I just actually have to export them. Now I could put down another mine. I don't know if that would actually work, if enough people would be around to work in it. I'm really not sure. Really not sure. I feel like we're gonna be really close to missing it. To hitting it and then miss it. Oh, anything else interesting? Let's switch to world news. Russia mocks the opulent Queen's Platinum Jubilee and says celebrations masks country in decline. God, man. Kettle pot? Are the Russians serious? Who's Russia? Well, you gotta watch articles, right? Because who is Russia? Russia isn't a person. So who actually mocked it? Moscow State Television. Okay, great. Good. So nobody important. It's lovely. I mean, fuck the Queen. Not in a good way either. But no, in all seriousness, I don't think the Russians really have much right to talk about other people's countries being in decline. Seems a little weird, doesn't it? It's funny though. A lot of people are taking the Russian-Ukraine conflict as like an example of like excellent military strategy or whatever. Or even just like, you know, the Russians aren't what they thought we are. And that's true. They aren't what we thought they are. But I think my issue is that it appears to be exposing the Russians as not really a serious threat. And I'm 43 years old, and I grew up in the specter of the Cold War, right? I was born in 1978. All as a kid, everybody told me the Russians were dangerous, that they could get us at any time. All the movies in the 1980s were like, oh my God, the Russians. And then the wall fell in 1989, and we all thought that like all this money we had been spending on, you know, jet fighters and tanks and aircrafts would come back into our country, and we could spend it on things like healthcare and food and job training and taking care of old people. But that never happened. We never got that peace dividend. And then over the next 10 years, the terrorism narrative came in, and all the things that we gave up, all the starving people in the street and all that were now justified because we had to stop the terrorism. And then 9/11, and it was double down on terrorism, and then Iraq and Afghanistan. And my whole life, people have been telling me that we have all these dangerous enemies, but none of them seem particularly dangerous. And it really kind of seems like we're more dangerous than really any supposed enemies of ours. More dangerous to ourselves, that is, than any sort of supposed enemies of ours. I honestly, what I've gotten from the Russian-Ukraine war is that all the talk about Russia being a danger to everyone was a lie. And it was a lie that existed so we'd have something to be afraid of, so we could justify military expenditures instead of social expenditures. And I don't think that the Russians have never been dangerous. I just don't think they've been dangerous in a long time. And as such, you know, maybe a significant portion of my youth, when we were really afraid of the Russians, we were really being lied to about the Russians. Because that serves someone's purpose. Now, whose purpose does that serve? I don't know. The defense industry, the military-industrial complex. I don't really have an answer for that, but I do believe that I've been told Russia's dangerous my whole life, and they're not particularly dangerous. Oh, yeah. All right, get this metal, baby. We need metal in our fucking spaceship so we can get a comm satellite so we can do high-speed internet on Mars. I need that pornography on Mars. I need to see a tentacle entering more than one hole at the same time. If I don't see it, I can't. It doesn't work for me, darling. You're not hot enough unless you're a tentacle fucking another hole. Wait, what? I can only get off to tentacle porn. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I'm not into tentacle porn, I swear. Okay, we're almost there with the electronics. We're almost there with the metals. We're real remote on fuel, but you can't load fuel from the truck. We're just going to have to wait for that. There's not a lot in it. Oh. I think we've harvested all that concrete. All right, go up this. This thing's still here. It needs further analysis. It kind of looks like it revealed itself, doesn't it? Ask yourself this. Whose interest is served by telling people they're in danger from a foreign power? We cannot afford to fix the problem. Oof. 15 souls with no sponsor or outsourced research. Let's do that. Oh. What are you dying from? Why did you die? Oh, terrorism. My bad. Yeah, sure. Are we also starving? No, we're alright. Terrorism. Oh my god. Terrorism even got us on Mars. Bullshit. I'm not saying there aren't terrorists. There are definitely terrorists. There are definitely terrorists. I think in America, cops are more dangerous than terrorists, though. Russia has destroyed over 370 cultural heritage sites after 100 days. The Ukrainians had 370 cultural heritage sites in their country? Not official ones, surely, because that's a lot. And officially, are there even 377 in the world? Let's see. UN cultural heritage site. The World Heritage List is what I was thinking of. There are not that many in it. There's 1,100 total in it. So obviously these in Ukraine are not 300 of them. So those must be various Ukraine classified heritages. Let's see what Ukraine does have, though. It could be really interesting, right? Ukraine. St. Sophia Cathedral in Kyiv and related monastic buildings. Lviv, the ensemble of the historic center of Lviv. The Struve Geodetic Arc. What is that? It's a statue. A chain of surveying triangulations. Start over. The Struve Arc is a chain of survey triangulations stretching from Hammerfest in Norway to the Black Sea through 10 countries and over 2,800 kilometers. These are points of a survey carried out between 1816 and 1855 by the astronomer Struve, Friedrich Georg Wilhelm Struve, which represented the first accurate measuring of long segment of a meridian. This helped establish the exact size and shape of the planet and marked, okay, so it's a scientific achievement, and there are a whole bunch of station points. Holes drilled in rock, iron crosses, cairns, or obelisks. In some places, there's a big obelisk with a globe on top. All right, so I've never heard of that. That's interesting. Ancient primeval beech forest of the Carpathians and other regions. Okay. Residents of Bukovina, Dalmatian metropolitans. Ancient city of Tauric Chersonese and its Chura. So that is in the Crimea. Chersonese is in the Crimea area. The site is the remains of a city founded by Dorian Greeks in the 5th century BC on the northern shore of the Black Sea. It encompasses 6 component sites with urban remains, agricultural lands, etc., etc. That's cool. I would love to see that. Man, I love seeing historical ruins. We don't have much in the United States. When you dig in the United States, as archaeologists too, you find like trenches and trash middens and stuff. But the Native Americans didn't work much in stone, so it's harder to see their long-term builds. That said, I'm from Illinois, and Illinois was the location of a major Native American city called Cahokia. Well, that's what we call it now. I'm not totally certain what it was called at the time. And Cahokia is a mound city. So it's a bunch of artificially constructed hills and mounds, and it's a large site. It's geographically quite remarkable. If you go to St. Louis in Missouri or East St. Louis in Illinois, you can see these mounds, and some of them are just like in people's backyards. And some of the mounds are gigantic, like they stretch so far you can't see the end of them. And some of them are just like little hills that had a little house on top. But at one time, Cahokia was the biggest city in the Americas. Okay, so I didn't notice this, but I unlocked the polymer blades upgrade. So let's make some adjustments to our power system here, because we have been having some issues. This is costly, but as you can see, we're making plenty of polymers. We got a whole factory full of polymer workers. Some ship has landed. Let's get a passenger ship right back. Drop the passengers. 26 open jobs somehow. I don't even know how. Anyway, so Cahokia is this amazing Native American ruin. There's a couple other mound sites that are almost as extensive, and they're really, really interesting. There's a mound site in Louisiana called Poverty Point, and it is not called Poverty Point for like a historical reason. It's called Poverty Point because of a misunderstanding after the fact. But it's in West Carroll Parish in Louisiana. Louisiana, a parish is the equivalent of, say, a county or a township. But it's this massive mound site, and it's one of the most extensive remains of a civilization in the Americas. It's very interesting. If you're interested in archaeology, it's interesting. If you're the average person, you're like, that's a pile of dirt. And it is. It is a pile of dirt. The Brindley here is almost full up, so we're going to wait until it gets 30 and we're going to send it back real quick. We're going to drop the metal off here. Really need to get this metal up and running, right? But we've not really been in a population situation. Conjunction junction, that is what's your function. Right, so Cahokia, Poverty Point. There were a number of other southern, midwestern, southeastern mound civilizations. And all we have left are the piles of dirt they made and some, broken pottery and shit. But these were massive, massive complexes. There were towns in the Americas that were, almost as big as, a major commercial town in Europe. And they were commercial as well. And they had trade down as far as Peru. So there are artifacts in Louisiana at Poverty Point that came from Native American societies in Peru, which is thousands of miles away. It's so far. It's Cahokia, Chaokia, something like that. It's so far away that the idea that there was commerce between the points is insane. Chakoia, Cahokia. It's worth visiting if you're into archaeology, like a lot. But like I said, Poverty Point is probably one of the more significant. But Cahokia was a big city. It was full of a lot of people, and it's a lot of people think of Native American civilizations as never being settled. We have this idea of men dressed in deer skin and hunting, and that's it. But a lot of Native American tribes had substantial dwellings in cities and towns. They just didn't build that out of stone. So there's less remains than you would hope for. So, man, this thing has 51 concrete, which seems like a really weird amount of concrete. But okay, so I wonder, you know, we've got to be close. I feel like we've got to be close. We've almost exhausted this, right? So this is 583 minus 157. Should be in about 430, right? And then this is 480 subtracted from 540. So that's 60. We've got to be really close. We need to get all the stuff we've mined off the planet, and I think we'll have done it. So let's worry about that. Let's make sure this ship is set for returned. It is. Where is the Rutherford? Okay, where is the Brindley? Brindley's already sending stuff. God, we're so close. Anyways, a lot of people think that Native Americans really didn't build much or didn't have civilization in the sense of like a European sense. But it's not true. Some of those civilizations grew up, were thrived, and fell before before Europeans, and obviously European Americans, knew that the continents even existed. So much history passed in the Americas that was undocumented or at least unobserved by Europeans, that there's an impression that they didn't actually, you know, have it, but they did. And Peru, of course, is, you know, Peru is the site of the Incan civilization, or at least parts of Peru. And the Incas did build in stone, and they built roads, and they had farms, and they have aqueducts and water, and it's really amazing. If you're interested in Bronze Age through, it's not modern, but the official division is like, you know, somewhere around the 16th century. History, there's a lot of interesting stuff that happened in the Americas that just, you know, maybe you're not aware of because you read more Eurocentric history, myself included. It's very easy to get trapped in the idea that Native Americans didn't actually have much going for them, but they had plenty going, and they did a lot, and they built a lot, and they had complex cultures and rich societies. Excuse me. Too much beer. Oh, holy shit! Did you see the giant glowing ball moving? Cold area. Mission control is scrambling. Okay, so it's freezing us out. Oh god. Okay, well, we have to, we've got to do this sphere research. A way to immunize our colonists from negative effects of the mirror spheres. Oh, man. We can't outsource right now because of the weird espionage thing that's been going on. This is going to, like, zap this place, isn't it? All right, the lane can take off. The Brindley is not back on Earth, so let's send ourselves up with some passengers, I guess. I'm, like, desperate to get ships here to export. This is not well planned. All right. I want to finish this achievement or fail at it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to succeed before the stream ends. So hopefully that'll work. Let's see what else is in the news. Oh, a bunch of Russia-Ukraine news. I've had my fill of that. Machine guns found in raid on French neo-Nazi gang. Okay, man. I don't understand how anybody in Europe is a neo-Nazi, right? Because like in the US, like we're historically ignorant, but we're also desperately separated from it. Like there are people in the US who don't really know what the Nazis are or what they did. If you're in Europe and you're a Nazi, you're ignoring the facts in front of you, the world in front of you. It's inexplicable. It's inexplicable. All right, French police have discovered a haul of guns after raiding houses belonging to men suspected of being part of a neo-Nazi gang. Authorities discovered an alarming stash of weapons, including quote-unquote machine guns. 4 men aged 45 to 53 were arrested in another eastern city of Mulhouse. Intelligence services believe the men hunted for Jewish people to attack during a football game in Strasbourg. Okay. Weapons haul included 18 legal guns, 23 illegal guns. The ball is moving. Where's it going? No, don't come back. It's cold. Oh. Oh, no. It's sitting right over my town. That can't be good. So, yeah, guns. Police also found extremist anti-Semitic literature. 120,000 bullet cartridges. All right, as someone who's not a hunter, Nazis are stupid, and that's the reason why they're dangerous. You're right. Nazis are stupid, and that is why they're dangerous. Smart people are dangerous too, but dumb people are real dangerous, especially to themselves. What was I saying? What was I going to say? Oh, I don't know. Let's move on from the Nazis, because that's just depressing, isn't it? Chinese military secrets leaked on War Thunder video game forums. No way. Oh, this is great. This is great. Okay. This is in Polygon. Credit where credit's due. Chinese military secrets leaked on a video game forum. It's not the first time that War Thunder fans have leaked military secrets. A fan of the video game War Thunder, a free-to-play vehicle combat simulator, has leaked classified Chinese military documents on the game's online forum, according to defense analysts. While the details of the anti-tank weapon in question were previously known, this is the first time that authenticating documentation... They're literally freezing us out here. Can we use the heater, my boy? I never build these because I always go to places that I don't actually need heat. This mirror thing is fucking with me. Alright, so the weapon in question is the DTC-10-125, an anti-tank round fielded by modern-day Chinese military, also known as a kinetic energy penetrator. I beg your pardon. Its job is to punch through metal and breach the internal components of a tank and knock it out of action. As such, its capabilities are closely guarded secret, or at least they were, until someone on War Thunder forums got into an argument and needed to prove a point. Shit, that's hilarious. The information was quickly removed from the forums, but is still available online. Polygon has reviewed the original image and can confirm it's quite comprehensive, including an annotated diagram of the munition itself as well as its casing, called a sabot. That's very funny. I'm going to prove to you that I am right about this tank shell, this anti-tank weapon, and by doing so, I'm going to do so by posting this secret Chinese document on the internet. All right, that's funny. Let's send up food, because it looks like we're starving, and let's send up some machine parts, too. 50-50. Launch. We're so close, I feel like, to doing this mission. Are we as close as I think we are? Also, build this fucking thing. What the fuck? Oh, there's no metal. Of course there's no metal. I feel like I never run out of metal in this game, and now I'm really running out of metal. Is it because I'm inattentive? Probably. But I'm just trying to have fun on the internet with the streaming. Wow, okay, so don't get in an argument with the wrong person or they'll dox your fucking country's secrets. So I built this subsurface heater and then that thing immediately ran away from me. It's apparently only 1% powered up. It's still flying around, so... Where are you? The Lewis Brindley, you need that be full, because I need to get these fucking magic rocks off the planet so I can get this goddamn achievement. So I can be like, yes, wife of mine, I have completed an achievement. Thank you for seeing it. Yeah, she doesn't care. If I had to guess right now, my wife is in the other room playing Cyberpunk 2077. Because she's been playing that recently because she just bought it for her PS5. I don't really play RPGs. I mean, I've played the Bethesda RPGs. I don't really have any strong feelings about that. Unlock this. The Rutherford needs to leave with rare metals on it. If it doesn't, there's no point. The Brindley is now ready to go. And the Rutherford is loading. And the Lane is coming. I beg your pardon. Simon Lane is coming. I beg your pardon. Should he be? Is that safe? Cover your eyes. Oh yeah, I didn't see that. Did Simon do a stream yesterday? Let's look. This great stream. It's frankly, most people are probably familiar with it because the internet's not that big. God damn it! Click Twitch. It is. He's streaming right now. Simon Honeydew is streaming right now. There's something weird with his account where it doesn't always show up like he's streamed recently, but he's streaming right now. Did he stream yesterday? Yeah, he did. Okay, so he does this Minecraft stream with a friend of his named G-Star Gaming, and it's awesome. It's awesome. For my own part, I think Putin should be pretty fucked. Yeah, personally, I think he's pretty fucked as is. The old Duke fucking Wayne. I think he's gonna die of cancer because he apparently he's been getting treated for cancer all this time, and no one really knew until recently. But some intelligence agency has leaked that information for some purpose. Crop failure. Oh yeah, our pop's fucked now too. All right, we're gonna have to shut shit down. We gotta get the jobs back in, the job worth. I think Vladimir Putin should be personally held responsible for Russia's actions because he's the state, as it were. What's it? What's the Louis XIV quote? I am the state. Yeah, no, that's definitely Putin. What are you doing? Flying around just ruining shit for all the rest of us? Stupid shiny ball. We'll see what happens with Putin long term. I suspect he'll be dead before the year is over, though. Not because cancer kills people, because it does, obviously, but because I don't think that I don't think he'll survive his own people. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not really plugged into Russian consciousness, obviously. Obviously. Do I have any water? No, I don't. I mean, we're fine, right? Are we even producing water from these supplies? Yeah, well, there's stones here, so... Why is there so much fucking waste rock here? Why aren't you moving the waste rock? Oh, they're both full. That's why. Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. I'll give you a new drop-off for waste rock. Go ahead and do it here as well. Though is that actually out of the drone range? Yes. This one. Don't build that one. This one's fine. Build that one. Thank you. That should get some of the waste rock into the waste rock piles. Which if you're not refining, I'm not sure is actually useful, but whatever. Let's send a ship, and we'll send it with passengers. Launch. Normally I wouldn't let there be any Earth-sick people. I try such as the same as damned Hitler. No, he tries. Yeah. I think we've not received an accurate picture of the real consequences of the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. Maybe you're getting this in German media, but in the West, in America, it's all, Ukraine, strong defenders. Ukraine, they're doing so well. Zelensky. There's not much coverage of the Russian side of the equation, and I don't mean to say like balance or something. Oh, nice. What's up, Beagle 2? Maybe if you had those sizes right. All right. I don't know that. I think that a full picture of the true damage happening to the Ukraine is available. So, I read a headline today that said 200,000 children have been kidnapped by the Russians. And, we're talking about orphans or war orphans or whatever. And, I mean, that's so profoundly disturbing, I don't even know how to react to it. Are you serious? 200,000 children have been stolen by the Russians? Right? So maybe that number is accurate. Maybe that number is low. You tend not to know these things in the heat of the action, as it were. And I think it's important to note that because true estimates of the effects of the Holocaust, for example, didn't really happen until like the 90s. So, like, it's extremely common nowadays to see Holocaust casualty figures upwards of 12 million total, about 6 million Jews, and then about 6 million, Roma, Slavs of various affiliations, gays, disabled, etc. But that 12 million figure, that's like a modern thing.
It seems to be absorbing any sort of electrical current in close proximity. In other words, it's feeding on our...
Well, we only have like 4 of them, so it's probably cool. We'll just upgrade these fucking these windmills, and then our battery power shouldn't matter as much. Right. So I think the true cost of Hitler to Electric Boogaloo, Mr. Putin's invasion of Russia or invasion of the Ukraine isn't truly known, and when it is truly known, will be a generation. It's tragic. I don't, there's nothing to say. Unknown event. There's 2 spheres. I didn't notice that. There's 5 tourists who are staying here.
Sphere has mission control in total chaos. Well, that's expected.
Hey, Nalik. What's up, Birdman? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. Of course, I haven't been streaming in a while, but it's lovely to see you. How's the Budgie? Budgie, have you been streaming? I actually haven't looked. I'll be honest. I know you were streaming quite a bit, but then you kind of dropped off a bit. Yeah, it doesn't look like you're streaming right now, but or have been streaming recently. I know you were in school and stuff. I hope COVID hasn't disrupted your forward progress. Weren't you talking about starting university last time we talked? But that was like a year ago, so I'm pretty sure you were thinking about taking your entrance exams. I do think I do remember you from time to time and think about what you're up to. I'm not trying to be weird or anything. Just always like to know what people are doing in other places. It's very interesting. Oh, he's freezing us out again. Honestly, I don't care about this mystery of the spheres. I really just want to finish the stupid export mission. I'm so close, I feel. I have to be so close. Just finished your first year of university. That is awesome. That is awesome. Congratulations on finishing your first year without going crazy, bald, or ending up in prison for some reason. Because that happens to a lot of people. So they're just like freezing us out. It says sucking the batteries, but we don't actually have any batteries over here, so I don't know what you're doing, but could you please stop? 25, so we're almost up to 30 here. What have we drained from this? 450 or so. It's not acceptable what Putin is doing. The international community must react. What do you think the international community should do? I mean, because obviously, Germany, for example, has given lots of weapons and supplies and stuff to the Ukraine. The U.S., obviously, Britain, Poland. A lot of people have made a lot of contributions to the Ukraine effort, or made various restrictions on commerce and stuff. In the U.S., we sanctioned a bunch of individuals, a bunch of oligarchs, a bunch of rich Russians, basically. I'm sure the English did something similar because obviously international banking is a pretty major English industry. We can't evade. The U.S. and Russia attacking each other is World War III, right? No one wants that, right? Pretty sure no one wants that. Did we get our achievement yet? It doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like. Let's pop out to the main page of this real quick, of this game. No, so we still have. I got this achievement yesterday. All right, back into the game. I think we got to be close, right? Because this means we've exported 450. And this means we've exported about 100. So that should be 550. Now, not all of it has left the planet yet. So that we might be like on the margin. Like we've dug it up, but we haven't sent it back. Okay, there's another ship on Earth, so let's just send some cargo. Send some cheeseburgers. A couple drone waiters. More machine parts. It's like we don't even know what to do with our money. It doesn't matter. The ship doesn't need to be full. What's important is that it gets here. Crop failure reported. Oof. Now they're attacking this dome. The average health of all dome residents is failing. I don't care. I don't need to conclude this misery. I need to conclude the export. I'm not concerned at all about the faith of the people of Mars. Fuck you, Mars. Get your ass to fucking Mars. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I don't think that there's much more the NATO governments can do other than what they have done. Keep supplying weapons, keep supplying rations, keep doing humanitarian stuff for refugees. But direct involvement with the Russians, you know, that scares me because I think that ends up with nuclear weapons. I don't want anything. I don't want anybody else to die unnecessarily. Oh, we did it! It's good too because I'm fucking tired. I've been streaming for like 4 hours. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We got it. We got building a better future. This is a 1.8% of all players' achievements. And we've actually fucking done it. We've actually fucking done it. I cannot believe we've actually fucking done it. I'm so happy. Now I'm going to save this game because I feel like I could probably finish the Spheres Mystery from this save. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just going to overwrite that. And then we're going to quit out of this game. I'm happy to have done the achievement because that was my purpose. It did take me like 4 hours to do it. And I think that's a bit much. What screens? My screenshots. Where do I see my screenshots for a specific game? It's in here somewhere. It's my achievements. Store page, community discussions, guides, workshops, support, activity. Maybe in here, screenshots. So I just wanted to show you this one. No, that's Minecraft from a while ago, like a long time ago. Newest first. Oh, newest first. These are interesting old. These are old ass Minecrafts. Don't get me wrong, but they're not newest. Grid. Okay, grid is better. And newest first. Well, I mean, nothing's gonna be popular. They're all private. Oldest first. Helping too much is dangerous. I think you're right, Nelly. There's like a fine line to walk regarding supporting the Ukrainians. I think, you know, the right thing to do is to support the Ukrainians. But if the consequences for supporting the Ukrainians are, you know, a wholesale nuclear exchange or even a limited nuclear exchange, then no offense to the Ukraine or the Ukrainian people, but I'm not willing to risk, say, a nuclear weapon landing on Berlin or Washington, D.C. Sorry. I don't know what's happening with this. When I press a page, instead of going to the next page of screenshots, okay. These are ancient, though. I told it newest first, and it's clearly gone to oldest cloud versions first. Okay. I got 100% on all terraforming achievements right here, just the other day, 2 days ago. And that's probably my proudest achievement in this game. But speaking of proudest achievements, I'm done. I'm done. I played a bunch today. I streamed a bunch. I'm happy to have had so many people dropping by. I'm particularly happy to have seen Nalik. It's great to see you, man. Good luck in your summer break and then presumably your next term. I'm confident that you could go forward and have a successful experience. The old Duke fucking Wayne, thanks for coming by and interacting. I always appreciate that. That's a great time. And anybody else who wanted to silently sit and chat and watch me grind away at this achievement, I appreciate you stopping by. Of course, YOLO Swaggins was here earlier. I don't know if they're still here, but it's always good to see you as well. And anybody else, thanks for stopping by. Tell your friends. I'll be streaming. I don't know if I'm going to stream on the weekend or not this weekend. I have something going on tomorrow during the day, but I'll probably be free tomorrow night. But I'll definitely be back streaming on Monday at some point. So maybe you can check me out. That would be great. I would appreciate it. Have a good one.